Get it. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, my TikTok family. Look, y'all, I'm trying to make sure I stay consistent, getting out here early. I want you guys to catch some of this nature. That's mainly the reason for the video. But let's talk about it for a second. You know, fellas out there, Sigma Wolves, you guys out there on some retention, you already know this. For you young bucks out there, or, you know what I'm saying, you more grown gentlemen that are still out there running the streets, understand when you start retaining your seed, that's where the power kicks in. That's when you start de-aging. You know, why do you think there's an agenda out to try to get you to, you know, blow your load every chance you get, any chance you get? It's to weaken you, man. It's to weaken you. Listen, women love a man that's on retention. Now, you don't have to tell them that you're on retention, but, you know, they can feel the energy, they can see your aura. And, you know, even when you guys are out here doing whatever you're doing and you're not really talking about what you're doing, you're moving in silence, the energy that you carry, you know what I'm saying, it makes these women, they're drawn to you. I'm noticing that women have this thing where they want something they can't have, right? They just really, it doesn't matter. So while you're out here thinking that you don't really attract women like that, and women are just really good at disguising it, but they're more attracted to you than ever right now. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, the way that you know that is how little they want to interact with you in person. But every time you go out, you're always seeing them like sneaking a peek, or, you know, just smiling and staring at you, you know, but a little bit too shy to approach or say anything. When you were less attractive, you probably were, you know, approached a little bit more, not about dating or anything, but just about random. Like, women just, they don't know how to really handle you. And when you're on your Sigma journey and your retention, um, you're a natural leader. You're comfortable in your own skin. You're authentic. And at first, it's a little bit unsettling to women. But once they realize, hey, listen, I think I kind of like this. You know, he really seems like, you know, he's comfortable in his own skin. You know, whatever he dresses like, it's comfortable to him. And, you know, you can have a certain look to yourself that might not be the social norm, but it can end up being a trendy type of look. So, you know what I'm saying? It just makes you hotter to women when you're not out here chasing women. There's an energy about you when you're chasing women. When you're not out here chasing women and you're on your purpose, women tend to want things they can't have. So they tend to want to look into you and figure you out even more when you're out here handling your business. So retention is going to make sure that you're staying on your purpose. You're not thinking about women. You can't really think about them, or otherwise you'll fall off retention and end up with, you know, laid up in the bed doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, with some random, not random, but a chick that you have no business laying up with. Okay? Right now we have things to do. We have things to do. We don't have time to be rolling around in the hay with these females. You know what I'm saying? But while you're on retention and you're retaining your seed, all that energy you normally would put into chasing women, being up at night, not sleeping, you know, not getting your the sunlight that you need, the vitamin D, grounding yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're giving it away. And I guarantee you the woman you end up messing with will start de-aging, starting to, you know, feed off your energy and your seed, when you should be focusing on just making sure that you're taking your own seed, not taking your own seed, but just keeping your seed. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be careful with you guys. You guys get kind of funny in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But you're retaining your own seed, which is the seed of life. They're gonna always downplay it, because if they were to let men know how powerful we really are, they would have no control over us. I mean, the only control they have over us is these women. So if we realize, hey, listen, you mean to tell me I can get on my purpose, save my money, do whatever I want to do, and be more attractive to women than chasing them? Of course you can. Absolutely. Hey, you guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you jump in here for a second or two or whatever, I don't even care. Hit that like button. We're spreading through the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? My usuals, my day one A1s, you know, and my new subscribers, they're hitting the like button. But you new guys that just pop up in here, you know you like what you see. Ladies, I know y'all are watching too. I see we're up to 42% women in here. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You know you want to do it. So listen, everything that you do while you're on retention attracts women to you. Everything that you do. The way that you dress, the way that you take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying, your self-care. Even when, let's say you're a social media influencer or you're a content creator, and whenever you're taking time off of social media, they will take that in consideration as well. They'll, you know, they just love everything that you do. They love it. Oh, you're taking time off social media for your mental health. They fawn over you even more. You can't lose whenever you're on retention. It's something about the energy of being on your purpose. And, you know, for you alphas out there, you got to fake that. You got to some kind of way fake the energy of being on your purpose and not seem like you're chasing them. It'll work out better for you. But Sigmas, you're doing that automatically because you're not chasing them, because you're probably on retention. You know what I'm saying? But everything that you do, because there's a certain energy to you once you realize this is your world, you know what I'm saying, and you're a man and you don't need anybody to provide for you. You know, you don't get pregnant and have to go to a hospital. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get cuts, scrapes, or bruises. You know what I'm saying? You just pour some alcohol on it and you call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Take some ibuprofen, call it a day. You know what I mean? You keep it trucking. You don't really care. You know what I'm saying? And then as you get older, you know, you're not older, stop saying that. As you get more grown, you really start stepping into yourself and being like, man, you know what? It really don't matter what anybody thinks. I mean, I've had multiple relationships and some have been good, some have been bad, but I've learned something from each one. You know, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Am I learning something from each experience I have in life? I have. I look better than I ever looked before. I know how to take care of my body better than I ever have before. Man, I really feel like and you know what I'm saying? You start getting to this point, man, to where you just like, you know what? I am the center of my reality. And if I pour into myself, then everything around me, you know what I'm saying, gets a benefit from that. And women notice this energy. It's an energy about you, man. I can't really put it into words. It's just a certain kind of energy, and they can't get enough of it. Now, some of them just want to roll around in the hay with you, and some of them want to pick your brain. Some of them like, you know what I'm saying, what they see so much, they want to be able to get inside your head. They want to figure out, you know, a lot of them want you to help upgrade them, but they also understand that being in your presence is going to upgrade them, period. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just keep doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that anything that you're doing is too strange. No. If you're not harming anybody and you're being yourself, listen to whatever music you want to. Dress however you want to dress. Speak however you want to speak. Be as clumsy. Everything that you do, if you're clumsy, they love that. I got my ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, I trip and stumble over things out here or whatever all the time, so I'm backing up, and women love it. They think it's cute and adorable. So I ain't even got to cover that up. You know, be yourself. Remember, hit that like button, y'all. If y'all just getting in here, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? They love that, you know. And honestly, it's overdue. Everything authentic is God, you know, because, you know, when you're being authentic, there is no mask. You're not wearing a mask. You're being yourself, and that's God. Whenever you're putting on a mask to try to appeal to certain people or a certain dynamic or a certain group or, you know, a certain agenda, that's not of God. That's the devil working through you. You know, and right now, apparently, because there's been other guys before me that were moving like me, but right now is the right time for a guy like me, for the Sigma movement, because there's been guys out here hollering Sigma for a couple years, but it was falling on deaf ears. Right now, women are like, what is this? What is this Sigma guy? I don't know what they're talking about. Is that an alpha? What is it? What's going on here? They want to know. And you know that they like what they see whenever they're starting to call themselves Sigma empaths and Sigma INFJs and stuff like that. They like the way that we move. They like how we keep our business to ourselves. We don't get online and tell anybody who we're messing with, who's DMing us, what level person it is, what kind of pictures they're sending or whatever. We don't talk about that stuff. We keep it to ourselves. Not only that, you know what I mean, whenever we move, you know, we move in silence. No one knows what you're gonna do, what you're gonna say, you know, and we take a lot of time to ourselves. But I've also learned women love wondering what you're up to. You gotta give them something to think about. You cannot just always let them know your moves, how you're gonna move. Sometimes you gotta disappear. They complain about it a lot, but they love getting ghosted. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Women love getting ghosted. Whenever you're a guy, you're making yourself too available. Women are like, "What's this fool ain't got no life. No woman wants him." Man, when you're ghosting him like I do, and I do get overwhelmed with all the DMs, man, I have to just literally go through all my messages on one platform, pick through the ones that don't seem too crazy or just want to roll around in the hay, just talking dirty. Y'all will say anything. Y'all will say any. Is it to just get my attention? So, like, do you say certain things, you know, talking about passing the mic and stuff like you? Are you saying things like this to just get my attention? Or are y'all really going to do this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Just based off of it. Listen, I'm not going to, listen, it's got me over here blushing a little bit thinking about these DMs I'm getting from these women. And these are real women, like, they got like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 followers or more. And I'm talking, bro, I'm talking about, I see why the alphas are doing what they're doing. But again, I think they're just testing me to see how on my retention, you know, semen retention thing I actually am. But I mean, some of the stuff that's said to me, make a grown man blush. You know what I'm saying? I'm flattered. You know what I'm saying? I'm really flattered, right? But again, look, right now, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. The best thing for you to do is to maintain your masculine frame by staying on task, doing what you got to do, you know, towards your ultimate goal and purpose, and ignore the crap out of women. I'm just going to be real. The more you ignore them, the more they want you. I'm just going to be real. Now, you know, you could give in to one of them right now, or you could hold off and see where this is going to take you. We don't know the level that you might end up at if you just keep turning them down. You know what I mean? Just keep turning them down, but do it in a gentlemanly way. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Keep turning them down. Keep ghosting them. You know, they DM you. Get back to them a week later. You know what I'm saying? Possibly 2 weeks, whatever. Get back to them when you feel like it. Don't ever feel overwhelmed. Don't ever feel like the more available you are, the more you're screwing yourself over. And then whenever you talk to them, be very direct. Don't beat around the bush. You know, try to get off of whatever social media platform it is and try to swing it more towards Instagram and Facebook. You know, try to never really take it off of social media. You don't want to have a bunch of women texting you or calling you while you're trying to go live. Just a little, you know, stuff I picked up on. Instagram, Facebook, those are the best two apps to me. You can send pictures, receive pictures. They don't get filtered out, you know what I'm saying? And TikTok is just where you initially make contact. Everybody's on TikTok. And on TikTok, you're getting women of the age range that you want. If you go like straight to Facebook, you're going to get a bunch of old hags. And if you go to Instagram, you're just going to get a bunch of thoughts. So you have to just, you know what I mean? I think, you know, TikTok, I don't know, man, just TikTok. I don't think that's really it right now. I don't think, maybe Snapchat. But if you're going to Snapchat, you're getting sneaky links. Now, if you want sneaky links, if that's what you want to be or whatever, Snapchat, but you know what I mean? Listen, all I'm telling you is a little bit of game, man, that I'm picking up on, you know, while I'm out here. But the most important thing is build up your social media platforms. Like, you don't have to be like, just find some purpose in a hobby and start building your social media up, because they really care about social media. Like you can get away with a lot just having social media that's popping. I mean, they really care about that. Like, I know, like, you're thinking about it from a man's, but you can't, you know what I'm saying, think about it from a man's perspective, right? You got to think about it from, like, the way the women think. And women on here, they just want to get with the best possible option that they believe is, like, the best guy. And all the only metrics they have to go off of is what's posted on social media. So keep that in mind. So, like, while you're building your social media up, and it's really simple to do, show your journey. Show your journey from, you know, saying loser to winner, you know, or whatever, or skinny to built or whatever. But just get online, start posting up your workout journey. Right now, there's such a shortage of men that if you're like a man and women recognize you as a man, You're just talking. You can get up there and talk about sports or talk about cars or repair work or whatever, and women are going to listen to you because it's not so much as your words. Women pay attention to everything. Your mannerisms while you're talking. Excuse me, y'all, if you hear my stomach growling. I'm fasting. Women pay attention to your mannerisms. They pay attention to your lips. They pay attention to how your face, whenever you're speaking, all that kind of stuff. They listen to the words somewhat too, but they're really just looking at everything about you, not really listening to the words. So you can get on there and talk about whatever. They don't care. Now get your Riz game on. Now listen, your Riz, your swag, whatever you want to call it. Riz is just more. I mean, swag was like overall appearance, where Riz game is like kind of focused on the facial expressions and stuff like that, and a little bit more about the way that you walk. But whatever, whatever these people are talking about, you want to keep up with that kind of stuff too. You know what I mean? But when you're on semen retention, you're looking up stuff, you're noticing stuff, you're making mental note of things, and you just pick up on it and use it whenever you need to. On King David, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I would never lie to y'all on King David. You know me. Get your Riz game up, and the more that you're doing this kind of stuff to make yourself into a better version, because you're not doing it really for the women, you're doing it for yourself. While you're doing this, you're just going to get more and more women. The women are just going to flock to you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be, curious, like, what's going on with this person? Why is he always upgrading? Because you think that everybody's out here upgrading like you. You think that every guy out here is doing what you do. No, they're not. A lot of guys are doing the bare minimum, and women can tell. So you're just focused on yourself. You don't compete with nobody else. So you don't know that a lot of men out here are losing, and a lot of men are making excuses for being losers, while you're just over here improving yourself. Like every chance you get, okay, well, I can agree with women on this. Yeah, I can agree. A guy needs money, so let me get this money. You know what I'm saying? I can agree with women on, a guy needs to have branding. What is that? That big ass bee? I'm landing on my hat. You know what I mean? And kind of threw me off for a second. Yeah, I can get with that too. You know what I'm saying? Women are saying like, shave your beard. Look like you what I mean, or out here taking care of yourself and washing your clothes. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Can step my game up and shave my beard up, lined up a little bit more. There's a lot of stuff that I agree with them with, and I just upgrade according to what I hear. And there's also stuff that I know I need to be doing anyway. Because women don't tell you what to do to work out. They just like, oh, you're looking good working out. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up. But you as a man, you got to get a workout regimen. You got to know how to do the kind of stuff that you need to do to get built the right kind of way. You can do different things. I'm not trying to build bulk. I'm the kind of guy I want to be cut. I like to be ripped. Women like ripped guys, right? And you got the cardio. You know what I'm saying? The way I look at it, if you're not ripped and you just have mass on you, you might as well be fat. If you have no cuts to you, you might as well be fat. Just go ahead and be fat, because women like big, chubby guys. So if you're going to be a big guy, you got no rips to you, you're not cut or nothing like that, just get fat. Why waste your time? You know what I'm saying? I got to be ripped, man. Period, point blank. Women like that kind of stuff. Women like a guy that gets his dress game on. Find a look for yourself and invest in that look. Invest in it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. If it's, a t-shirt and sweatpants, if it's a t-shirt and shorts, if it's dress pants, slacks, belt, and a button up, whatever, invest in that look and maintain that look. Get up early as you can. Start your day with your workouts like you're doing, your skincare routines, whatever, and leave your home dressed in the way like you might meet anybody any day. Don't go outside your house looking any old kind of way. Step outside your home like you got, pride for yourself, and you could run into any person at any moment, and you're in your best, being your best at all times. Women notice stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And they're seeing this new kind of man, like, man, this dude's he really gets it. You got to have like a wild side to you. Women like it when a man has a kind of unpredictability about him. That's why the Sigma works so well, because we work outside the system. We go against it every chance we can. Women like that. They're like, man, this person over here. Hey, you guys hit the like button. Hit that like button. Like this guy over here, he can work the system, but he don't necessarily need the system. Works outside of it, but gets along with everybody, but then you move in silence. They don't even know you know, what you're gonna do next. And women like that too. Like I was saying earlier, they like that sense of mystery with a guy. You know, also they like the fact that you don't get online or wherever you're at and talk about your experiences with women too much. So they know that they can date you or whatever, be with you, and you're not gonna, you know, tell everybody every detail about their body or how they, you know what I'm saying, their O face and all that kind of stuff. No. You know what I'm saying? You're a gentleman. You're reintroducing being gentlemanly like to women that aren't used to it. They're just used to the pookies. But anyway, guys, I gotta get off of here. Got other things to do. I'm already stumbling on my words. I got thinking about stuff too much. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Can't go over 20 minutes. Remember, hit that like button, share the live, and subscribe.